So naturally, once I turned the camera off, right after that I picked this sucker open. Let me try again. I did the other video for 8 minutes and I could not get this thing to open. I do want to pick it and gut it, so even if I would have gotten it open the way I go with guttings, it probably would have been like a 2-hour video. Anyways, let's see if I can get it again. If I can't, then I'm just gonna... But I did pick it open finally. Let me reclamp this guy in here. I'm fiddling around with tension on this thing, trying to get it secure enough in there that it will hold it, but not too severe that I compress the lock body and get it to where it won't turn. So let me check the key again. It does turn. It's a little bit resistant. Here is our bitting, and when I was messing with it earlier, it seems like pin 5 back there was the final one that I had to pick. So I'm going to try again. Like I said, I went 8 minutes on a video. I was trying a bunch of different picks. I wasn't getting any turns on the core, nothing, no clicks that I could hear, and at 8 minutes and something I gave up, I gave up filming it, and I turned off the camera, and like about 30 seconds later the lock opened. Now, any of you that have filmed and done videos before have probably encountered that, but it's pretty annoying, you know, because you're thinking, man, this thing's going to go too long, I'm not going to get it on camera. That was the first time I had opened it. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get this lock, and it's probably just standard pins, and like I said, and everything else, and I just need more practice. But I had picked it open. I wanted to pick it open and gut it on camera. I know, very ambitious, but I was using this Peterson gym when I did it. Get it open. And I see I got some movement there. Sometimes I can't tell. You can see this lock is slipping. I can't tell if it's falling out of the rubber that I'm using. It's part of that garage door weather seal that someone threw away, brand new. I just cut off a couple of pieces, and it'd probably work better on a padlock, but I'm trying to use it on this Schlage type of cylinder here, and I want to get this on camera opening so I can gut it. And Steel Pinnings sent this to me as part of the massive amount of locks he sent to me, and it's one of those locks that you can make a challenge lock out of. I don't know if I'm going to be doing that because I don't know. I've opened up my first challenge lock, but I don't know about making one. Mainly because I don't think my locks would be much of a challenge. They're a challenge to me. Anything that I make switch up, like I switched up pins on some locks that I could open up before, and now I'm having a hard time opening them. But this one's probably all just standard pins and no spools or anything else, and it's bouncing around. Like I said, if I was better at woodworking, I may improvise something. I'm trying to think outside the box right now and come up with something that holds this but does not put pressure on the lock itself, because if you push this thing all the way up there where you're squeezing the round part of the lock cylinder, it will bind up. I mean, the core gets to where you have a hard time turning it with a key. And what I try to do is I check it. Now see, that one's too tight. I mean, I can turn it, but it's too tight. And you really need it about that tight. And there, see right there, it's really loose, or it's getting loose. Looser. I may have squeezed the crap out of this sucker already. Let me check it without. No, it's fine without that. So some of it maybe the knurling is grabbing on the back of the rubber there, you know, when it's turning. Anywho, we're up to 5 minutes again, and I haven't got this thing open. Like I said, I'm struggling with even keeping it in the vise without. Oh, that's much better. I'm going to tighten this a little bit more. Yes. I may have found the magic secret spot, way to put it in there, because it's kind of annoying when you're picking on a lock and you get movement and you think, I've set a pin, and it turns out that no, the lock itself is moving. Alright, let's get back. I just dropped everything. Shims went flying, picks went flying. Let me go to the Tron. If I pick off this other warding, I don't know what this is, but this, the keyway this is, I believe it's a Schlage type of lock. Excuse me while I reach down and grab the Peterson gem that I was using before. 6 minutes, man. I want to keep the videos down because it takes a long time to upload them, and I don't think people want to see you struggle too much, you know. They usually want to see something impressive. I'm only competing against myself on these, but like I said, when I open up a lock off camera, it just doesn't seem official to me, you know. I mean, if I've got it on camera that it opened, then I can set the lock aside and retire it, and I don't have to, I don't feel like I need to videotape it unless it can be useful in another video for some other reason. Usually I just pick them open once, and that's enough for me to be satisfied, feeling that I need to pick the lock open. After that, I want to pick the lock open, but I don't need to. In this case, I have picked it open off camera, like I said, and I may not be able to repeat that on camera, and that's gonna annoy me. And I'll probably wind up making a bunch of 9-minute, 8-minute videos like this one. Let me reset everybody. I even tried picking it backwards on the other video, counterclockwise. Some locks will open up better counterclockwise. And if you're going up against a padlock or something like that, or a door, you can use a plug spinner if you pick it open in the opposite way. And I've got one, but I don't need it on this. What I could use is a little bit more skill, probably. I could probably try to Bogota it open, but that would only be an expedient method so that I can show that I've opened it and get it gutted rapidly. I'm not sure Bogota will work on this. I tried also bottom of the keyway tension, but I was locking up the core. Ooh, I got a slight movement there. Now if you know what the hell you're doing, you can get past that. I'm looking for binders, but a lot of times I'm hitting warding, thinking I'm hitting binders. Or I'm going in between pins, and I'm about to lose my tension wrench. There we go. And here goes the lock. It's wiggling its way down because I am levering this. Try pin 1. Right, there we go. Finally, thank you. Finally, I got it at 9 minutes. See, I was just about to give up. So I'm gonna have to do another video on gutting this Well, let me see. I might get lucky. I've got all my crap here. We'll take this domino down, and then we'll get it down here. Willy is down there. Move out of the way, Wooly. We've got things to do here. I finally managed to pick. Now, it's probably, like I said, it's probably got all standard pins in it. And nothing special. But it's special for me because I've never picked this one on video before. So let me get my little resin follower in here that's designed specifically for these. Got this from Sparrows, and it fits in there real well. Let me lock this puppy back up first. Get the key in here, because all my guttings are abnormal, and I would hope to have a normal gutting on video once in my lifetime. Alright, we got the little end cap out. Let's take the little pin out and set him down there, the little spring. And let us rotate this puppy, put the key back in, rotate him slightly like that. Follower. Let's see if my no, I don't think my battery follower will be needed in this one. It's too small. We're not dealing with an American lock core. Oh, well, the damn resin follower that I had right there will work. I'm going to be bold and not even use a shim on this. Whack! There we go. We got that one. Looks like standard pins. They're all rainbow pins in here. So let me pull out, do this properly, and I will put it up on camera. Yes, standard. Uh-oh. One of those two dropped in, and I think he dropped out of sequence. We'll find out later. Whoa, that's a long one. That's what she said. Right, ew, that guy right there was just a little tiny wafer. I don't know if that fell out of there. I think it did. It's 6 pins. It's actually 6 pins, and that last pin is that little wafer. Alright, so let me quickly try to get over here and do a proper gutting of the drivers, which we will probably find are all standard. Crap, I don't know which way I'm going now. I should have marked these. Oh, well, we'll find out, because it's 6 pins. So this guy's either going to be pin 1 or ping! He shot out. He's a standard driver. Like I said, my guttings are not normal. They never have been. And that's probably due to my technique or lack thereof. Another standard. I believe we're going to find all standards in here, which I thought would be the case. Another standard. Another standard. Another standard with a steel spring. And let me go the other way and get this last one. Oh, I've already gotten him. Alright, well that's odd. There goes all my little springs everywhere. 1, 2, 3. You know what? There's only 5. That's kind of strange. There's 5 springs and 5 drivers. But there was this little wafer. That little pin was in slot 6. So I don't know what he was doing there if there's no driver and no spring in the core. Kind of a mystery. Let me rearrange these pins and show you what we've got. Right, and I don't have these all lined up properly, but it doesn't matter on that one. Let me get the key. Where's the key? Alright, so this is what we've got. We've got all standard drivers with this bitting, standard steel springs, and this mystery guy, which looks like he was a riding on the very end here. But if you don't have any spring or driver in there, there's no use. There's no use even putting that in there. So I don't understand that, but if anyone does understand the reasoning behind that, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching this very long video of me picking what should have been a very easy lock.